So when Jerry Reinsdorf bought the White Sox, we could have rolled over into that deal. At the end of the day, when push came to shove and he bought the Chicago Bulls for effectively $17 million, we had the opportunity to invest and buy a unit or two for $2.5 million apiece. We didn't do it because my dad was a huge Celtics fan. Quote, Richard legitimized his lament by sharing the numbers. Quote, because of the whole Harvard Business School thing, it was a big mistake. It was one of the best sports deals in history. For every $500,000 invested, dividends were $500,000 a year. They owned the team for 30-something years. Forget the upside appreciation on the asset, which is mind-boggling. If the Chicago Bulls traded, it would probably trade for $3 billion, and their investment basis for the team was roughly $17 million. Quote, the punchline? There aren't many things that return like owning part of a professional sports team if purchased correctly. Enter the real estate families, the original professional sports investors. When the government auctioned off distribution assets for media, it was the Wild West. The risk takers at the time were guys like Richard's father. Harvey had the insight that access and distribution is one thing, but content would be king. Quote, in true U.S. government fashion, you didn't need a lot of knowledge of what you were doing. You needed only money. And they, the government, auctioned off these assets without really having any real knowledge of the true value of what they were. Quote, but at the end of the day, it ended up proving that content was king. Quote, and today I think you're seeing a repeat of it. It's not just the content. A lot more content exists, and it's a lot more widely distributed. But with the advent of this proliferation of sports betting and every state passing legislation, I just don't see the value of the content going down that precipitously. Quote,